Starting the week out right with some high school basketball as the Mason Comets come into Lakota East to take on the Thunderbirds in what's sure to be a very contested GMC matchup. I'm Daniel Panetti here with my broadcast partner Adam Little. And Adam, what are you looking forward to in today's matchup?
Yeah, I tell you what, Daniel, it's a great night for some basketball. The Thunderhawks led by their sophomore sensation Trey Perry and Mason, kind of all around, don't really have, a weak link on their lineup. But they've been led by Ben Goen all year long, averaging around 16 points a game, 9 rebounds. So it should be a great matchup here at Lakota East High School. I'm excited.
I am too, and this is a big game for Mason after a pretty brutal loss against Sycamore last game. It's a good chance for them to kind of find their rhythm again and get that momentum going. For Lakota East, they've won 2 straight, so it's all about containing that momentum, getting a 3-win streak going on here tonight.
Yeah, both teams, they're sitting near the middle of the GMC. Thunderhawks, they're 6-6 overall, 4-3 in the GMC. 1 spot ahead of the Comets as they're 3-4 in the GMC. But Mason does have the better regular season record, 8-4, and that just kind of shows how tight, tight these teams are. Really narrow gap, and it should be a great contest.
You talk about the GMC. If Lakota East is able to get a win tonight, depending on the outcome of the Fairfield versus Middletown game, they could take 4th in the GMC. A win for Mason tonight would give them 5th, swapping with East.
We're about ready to tip off the JV game. Went about 15 minutes late, so we're looking at about a 7:49 tip-off. It's going to be Derek Jackson, the junior, tip-off for the Lakota East, and Jack Olm, the senior, for the Comets. And we are underway. That one tipped away by Jack Olm, recovered by Golan as the Comets get things started offensively. Manker, Golan, Hanley, DeBras, and Olm, the starting 5 for Mason, as Hanley has it near the top of the key. Finds Olm for a deep 3. And that one just a little bit long, rebounded by LeBron Powell. Perry, the sophomore, taking it up the court for Lakota East, guarded tightly by Olem. Powell has it now. Out to Bachman. Finds Mitchell. Bachman again to the corner. He finds LeBron Powell. Jackson to Perry, but that one tipped out of bounds by Jack Olm. It will stay Lakota East possession. Nice
job there by East, getting some ball movement going around quickly. Pretty good response from Mason's defense, not letting anything happen, keeping them on the perimeter.
Perry finds Mitchell, thought about a 3, but back to Bachman. Comets in that man defense have been switching between the 2-3 and the man all year long, but lately sticking with the man. Mitchell, guarded by Hanley. Thought about driving inside, but met. Bachman to Jackson. To Powell. Nice ball movement by Lakota East early. Drive inside from Jackson. Puts up. And it's no good. Hanley with the rebound as DeBras finds Manker going down the court. Sloppy passing between the 2 teams. I believe it's going to be a jump ball, and it is. Possession arrow points Lakota East's way. Coach Chewy back for the Comets. Missed Friday's game due to some personal matters. But he's back and ready to coach his squad. Perry taking it up for the Hawks. Bachman finds Powell, back to Jackson. A lot of movement behind the perimeter for East to cut inside, but that one intercepted from Ben Golan. Transition as Golan tries to find Manker. That one thrown out of bounds. And it will be Lakota East possession. And Daniel, 2 big turnovers early for Mason. How do they got to combat that?
Just got to slow down the offense a little bit. But looking on the defense for Mason, they have barely even let Lakota East drive into the basket at all.
Bachman inside to Jackson. Guarded tightly by Ben Golan, but he Passes it back behind the perimeter. Bachman has it now into the top of the key. Finds Jackson. Tight man defense from Jake Hanley behind the arc. 5:18 left in this first quarter. And they're going to say Powell stepped out of bounds. So it will be Comet possession with 5:15 left in this first quarter.
Man defense so far we're seeing from Mason, and it's working out beautifully. Can't really draw it up any better these first few possessions for Lakota East. Just great defense so far.
No one on the board in these first 3 minutes. Manker and the Comets looking to change that here. She finds Hanley. Near the top of the key. 3-point attempt from Manker. And it's good. There will be a personal foul on Jake Hanley. His first, Comets' first of the game. Perry looking to drive inside. Finds Smith, who was recently checked in. East definitely has the size advantage now. Cut inside to Perry, but that one's swatted away by Jack Olam. And last touched by Perry will be Mason possession. Comets hold the 3-0 lead, 4:27 left in the first quarter. It's Ben Golan's going to check out of the game, and the junior, Luke Kirkland, taking his spot.
So pretty good offense in Lakota East, not able to find anything so far. Mason, you just keep doing what you're doing on defense and able to find a rhythm on offense. You can start to get out to an early lead, which would be super important in a game like this.
Manker driving inside, 3 Lakota East defenders on him, and he's able to finish. Manker has the first 5 points of this contest. 4:07 left in the first quarter. Manker tries to trap Mitchell in the corner, but he'll look inside and find Derek Jackson for the first bucket from the Hawks this game. Manker tries to find DeBras. That one knocked away by Mitchell. He's one-on-one with DeBras. Pass inside to Jackson, and it's good. Another layup from the junior forward. DeBras thought about a 3. Finds Manker driving inside to Kirkland. 3-point attempt from the top of the key, and it's good. Mason 66% from behind the arc tonight, as they have the early 8-4 lead. 3 minutes left in this first quarter.
Those 3-pointers are going to be working for you. Mason, a team that isn't afraid to shoot from the 3-point. It's working so far.
That shot no good from Perry. Pulled in by DeBras, finds Manker, 2:50 on the clock. Kirkland working it around the perimeter, finds DeBras. Hanley inside, back to Kelly, the 3-point attempt. That one a little bit long, recovered by Lakota East. And the 3-pointer is good.
There's the shooting. There's the shooting from Mitchell. You're going to be seeing it a lot.
Hanley finds DeBras, a 1-point game with 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Tipped away, but recovered by DeBras. A deep 3 from Manker. That one's an air ball. So we can hear the chants coming from the Lakota East student section.
Student section, yeah. You got to have a good student section if you want to have some momentum in games like these. On the offense, if the 3-pointer's not there, you can't be forcing it. Just got to try to get something going. You have a lot of good big men that you can get it down to around the block. See if they can smoothen things out.
Kirkland's going to get called for the hold. It's Mason's second foul of the night. That one on Luke Kirkland. 1:48 left in this first quarter. Mitchell to inbounds. He finds LeBron Powell. Dino, that's a great name, LeBron.
And we brought that up before the broadcast went on. I remember looking at this roster and thinking, hey, they got LeBron. This might be a little bit of a tough game. Of course, it's not that LeBron everyone's thinking of, but still a really good player.
Mitchell finds Simers. Back to LeBron Powell. Guarded tight by Kirkland. 1:15 on the clock. Lakota East trying to get something going offensively as Powell drives inside. Out to Smyers. They're going to call travel on Caden Meadows. Luke Kirkland was there defensively. Forced that confusion in the paint.
So as we said with the last few possessions, if Mason's able to kind of smoothen out their offense a little bit, get something going, not force a three that some people just can't make when extremely contested, would go a long way.
47 seconds on the clock. Greer guarded tightly. That one picked off by Bachman, driving inside. We'll wait to see if it's a charge, and it is. Braden Greer putting his body on the line to get that foul for Mason.
That's a super important charge.
Or for Lakota East, excuse me.
Great play by Greer there. What could have been a shooting foul, sending them to the line, turns out to be a charge. Mason will get the ball back, trying to capitalize off that sort of miscue from East.
Low scoring first quarter, 33 seconds left. Only 15 total points. Mason looking to extend their lead, headed into the break. Olm has it inside the paint, puts it up. That one tipped by Ty Smyers, recovered by Golan. 18 seconds on the clock. DeBras has it. Manker wide open in the corner, driving inside. And he puts it up. 7 points for Manker so far, 6 seconds on the clock. Perry driving up the court. 3 seconds, Bachman with the three. And it's no good. So to close off the first quarter, the Comets lead the Thunderhawks by 3. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the game. So we're going to head to a quick break.
Second quarter action, we're back here at Lakota East High School as the Comets have a 10-7 lead over the Thunderbirds so far. Thunderbirds try to get something going. Three-pointer will tie right now. But that's not going to help fast break.
That one knocked out of bounds in transition. Looks like Mason had something going offensively, but sloppy mistake there.
The offense just, I say it a lot, they got to smoothen it out a little bit. The fast breaks are great, but sometimes it is just a little better to slow down a little bit, let your guys get back.
Smyers' three-point attempts no good. The Lakota Ace able to pull in the offensive rebound. That's going to be the junior Bachman. He's trying to work on DeBras. That one tipped away from Olam. Finds DeBras in transition, puts up the layup, and it's good. Nice finish from the junior guard, extends Mason lead to 5.
But nice, yeah, you said nice one-handed layup there to finish it off with 2 guys on his back. Perfect execution.
Perry finds Bachman driving inside to Smyers, and that one blocked away by Mason. 4-on-2. Manker finds Olam in the corner to DeBras, and it's good. And that's really the confidence booster Matt DeBras needed, Daniel. These past 2 games, he's been a little bit cold behind the arc, but start off the year, he was on fire, and good to have that confidence back.
DeBras really finding his rhythm so far tonight, and just this entire three-point shooting from Mason so far has just been almost on point the entire game. It's why they're up by 8 right now.
Another turnover in transition by Mason. The story of the game so far has really been defense. Comets held East only 7 points in the first quarter. They definitely like to keep that up, Daniel.
Absolutely.
Smyers has it near, behind the arc. Jackson back to Smyers, to Powell. There. Julian Mitchell now guarded by Hanley. 6 minutes on the clock. Mitchell taking his time. But Hanley staying put on defense. Olam tried to poke that one away, but covered by Perry. Perry at the top of the key, a deep 3, and he sinks it.
And there's the shooting from Trey Perry, one of the best shooters in the GMC, averaging 18 points a game. It's why there's colleges like Miami of Ohio looking at him, and he's only a sophomore. So these next 2 years, that's a name you're gonna wanna look out for, is Trey Perry.
Just going, the 3-point attempt in the corner, no good. Recovered by Manker, and put it back up. And what a game from Manker so far. He's already got 9 points.
The offensive rebounds for Mason so far is what's leading them on offense, getting those second, third chance opportunities and capitalizing on almost all of them.
Perry thought about a 3, but the mid-range jumper swatted away by Olam. And another turnover and transition for Mason. That's their 4th of the game just on the fast break. Smyers with a 3-point attempt, and it's good. Mason's going to call their first timeout of the game, and Daniel, Mason's really stellar on defense so far, but in transition on the fast break, they've had lots of turnovers. What do they need to kind of keep themselves under control?
It's really just, fast breaks are great, but it's almost even better when you get all your guys back down and able to set up an offense. If you have the opportunity, you go, but the reason that they don't have more points is because of these turnovers on the fast breaks. Sometimes you just are quicker than you think, and it'll just lead to a turnover, and Lakota East these past few minutes have been capitalizing on those very well.
Comets break the huddle. Manker, Kirkland, DeBras, Hanley, and Golan in the game for Mason. So we'll be going to inbounds to Manker. He's had a nice game so far, 9 points. He's working on LeBron Powell, picks up his dribble, trying to find some help, and he's able to get it back out to Golan. Golan driving inside, finds DeBras. Got away with a travel there, finds Hanley, and it's a three-pointer.
It's a great job being wide open on the side, able to drive in, finds him, and just drains the three.
Josiah Smith over to Jackson. Guarded by Golan, finds Smith again. Mitchell, guarded by Hanley. To Jackson. Lakota East, they've got their tile lineup in, led by the 6'5" Josiah Smith. That three-point attempt no good. From Powell as Manker pulls in the rebound, bringing it up the court. He finds Kirkland. To DeBras, Hanley inside. Showing off his power. They're going to call it travel. Three substitutions for Mason. Kelling, Greer, and Olam checking in the game. (2013) the Mason lead. 3:06 left in this first half. Lakota East passing it around behind the arc. Jackson to Perry to Smith. Mitchell thought about a three, the pull-up jumper, and it's no good. Pulled in by Greer. Comets on the fast break. Finds a wide open Olam, and the three-pointer's good. The Comets been electric behind the arc so far tonight, Britt.
Yeah,
Daniel.
I mean, not anything else that they can do. You're making those threes, keep taking them. You're up by 10. If you're able to just keep getting this lead higher and higher, especially with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, Comets had a rough game on Friday against Sycamore. And the reason Sycamore, pulled ahead by 39 points was because, their three-point shooting was on fire, and Comets starting to kind of match that tonight with a 10-point lead. 2 minutes now as Kelling guarded tightly by Powell. Pass inside to Hanley. Greer, the three-pointer. And it's good. Another three-pointer by Mason.
They just can't miss right now. I can't remember last time we missed a three-pointer.
Lakota East going to call their first timeout of the game. I tell you what, if you're Coach Chewy, what are you telling your team to do? Just
guard the outside.
Yeah. Keep putting up those threes. If they're falling, keep shooting them.
Yeah, I mean, if it's working, no need to fix it. You're getting the ball down into the paint, and then you just have a guy wide open on the side, and you have them wide open for a three. They're going to drain it every single time, especially the way that they've been shooting so far today.
Man, we've been talking about their shooting from behind the arc a lot tonight, but we also have to give a big credit to their defense. They've held the Thunderhawks to only 13 points in this first half. A minute 45 left to play. Likely to be under 20.
Another thing that's helping this defense so much is the rebounding. The rebounding has been so good for Mason so far, not allowing really any second chance opportunities for East. It's the reason that they have 13 points right now. This defense is just playing so electric in this first half, and you hope that it can keep on going into the second.
Lakota East will have possession after the timeout. 26-13, the Comet lead. 1:43 left in the half as Perry takes it up the court for Lakota East. Again, Comet sticking with that man defense. It's been working tonight. Kelling guarding Mitchell now. Jackson in the corner. Inside to Davis. And there will be a foul. Sending the senior to the line. this Lakota East first time at the line tonight. Meadows able to sink the first shot. Meadows misses the second. So it will stay Lakota East possession. 1:18 on the clock. Powell with the inbounds. Powell, the drive inside on Kelling. Back out to Mitchell. Elijah Perry has it. Back to Trey Perry. Meadows. Finds Mitchell, but that one off his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Mason possession with 55 seconds left in the half. They'll look to extend their 12-point lead.
So with a little less than a minute left, you're Mason. All you really want to do is kind of hold the ball as long as you can. Don't want East to get the ball back for even 2 possessions. Just, you have an open three-pointer the way that they're shooting, take it, but just kind of want to hold the ball again to halftime with a comfortable lead.
DeBras and Manker thought about the pick and roll, but it's a turnover. Perry driving inside, finds Bachman, and Bachman will convert on the layup. 32 seconds left now. Lakota East bringing a lot of pressure on the press. Comets able to break it. And I spoke too soon. That one tipped away by Perry. Reaching foul from Manker. With 20 seconds left. That's the Comets' 4th of the night. Manker's first.
So that's the first time we've seen East really break out that full court press. And you know, it's working. It works for most teams. And you wonder if that's something that they could bring into the 3rd and 4th quarter, is that press, if Mason isn't able to figure out how to stop it.
Perry finds Mitchell, 14 on the clock. Lakota East likely to have the last shot of the half, and Bachman is going to dribble. Looks like he's going to want to take it himself. Driving inside on DeBras, and a beautiful finish inside. It's an and one. Bachman is going to head to the line for one more after the nice finish inside. One second on the clock. DeBras puts up the three, and it's good. What a buzzer beater from Matt DeBras.
How about that? It looks like any sort of three-pointer is working so far tonight.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that and one was going to be a momentum boost headed into the second half for East, but Matt DeBras says no, no, no.
Mason gets it right back.
To the Comets, they're going to head into halftime with an 11-point lead as the Comets lead the Thunderhawks 29-18.
third quarter action coming your way here from Lakota East High School. The Mason Comets up 29-18 over the Lakota East Thunderbirds with an 11-point lead going into the third quarter.
I tell you what, Daniel, the Comets, they've been shooting lights out from behind the arc, 58% on the day so far. And, you know, rebounding, they've really had the rebound advantage, 9-2. And so, yeah, Comets just keep doing what they're doing, and they should come out victorious.
It's like a 58% by maybe one player is pretty good for three-pointing. As a whole team is excellent, especially with that buzzer beater in the second quarter, taking away that and one from East.
Lakota East showing a lot of pressure early. Coach Chewy, he's just going to call a timeout, try to get his boys back together, and that was definitely not what Mason was expecting come, right into the third quarter.
And what we saw in the last few minutes of the second quarter when the clock was winding down is that we saw East do a full court press, which we haven't seen from them yet, and you think that's something East might continue doing these next two quarters because Mason wasn't having much of an answer for it, and it helped East almost rally back, and then of course that buzzer beater in the end.
Yeah, Lakota East definitely going to show a lot more pressure in this second half. And Mason, they were just lighting it up from behind the arc. Even when they had a hand in their face, they were still converting on their shots.
Probably blindfold them and they'd still make them.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Ben Manker, he had one heck of a first half, 9 points. Matt DeBras right behind him with 8 3-pointers. And it's been those two juniors really leading the way. 7:50 left in this third quarter now. Mason this time able to break the press. Manker has it now near the logo. Olam to Golan. Back to Olam, a deep three, and no good. Offensive rebound by Mason, puts back up, and there will be a foul.
There's the offensive rebounding that we talked about in the first two quarters. Ben Golan, one of the best rebounders in the GMC, averages 9 rebounds a game, and he's doing all the rebounding for this team, and it's keeping them in great position here.
Golan nails his first free throw attempt. That's the first time the Comets have been at the line tonight. Extends their lead to 12. And drains the second. 31-18. Now the Comet lead, 7:28 left in this third quarter. Mitchell bringing it up the court for the Hawks. Has it at the top of the key, guarded tight by Hanley, but shakes right past him. Stand-up jumper, and it's good.
Julian Mitchell, one of the best shooters on this team. He shoots over 50% from the three, 90 at free throw. You can't give that guy any space because he will make you pay for it.
DeBras has it, looking inside. Brings it back out, trying to find some help. He gets it to Golan. Olam inside to Hanley. Thought about a three, driving inside. And a nice drive by Hanley. He tacks on 2 points for the Comets. Powell finds Jackson to Bachman. Tipped away by DeBras, and it's a steal.
There's a defense forcing more turnovers. That's what won them the first half over on defense.
Manker puts up a shot, rebounded by Olam. Back to Manker, to Hanley. DeBras in the corner to Golan. And it's good.
There's another.
8 for 14 now. 60% for Mason. 57%, excuse me. Had to, trying to sharpen those math skills a bit, Daniel.
He actually got the calculator out for those listening.
I say, right after I said 60, it didn't seem right. But yeah, it's going to extend the Comet lead. 16 points, 6 minutes left in this third quarter in East.
You're up by 16. May have expected a little bit of a closer game, but the Comets, they almost look angry after that game against Sycamore with a game that they're going to want to forget, and especially after a bounce back so far, what we've been seeing, they've answered the way that you would want them to.
Yeah, that just shows, a lot about the culture of this team. Not going to let that one game on Friday, diminish their spirits, and they've come out guns a-blazing in this third quarter and in this game overall. Comets break the huddle with a 16-point lead. It's Hanley, Golan, Manker, DeBras, and Olam. That's who the Comets started with in this game, and that's who they have on the court right now. Perry has it for East. Lucky to save that one before it goes behind the half-court line. The three-pointer by Jackson is good. Olam, Manker, he's got three men on him. Finds Olam. Wide open Hanley in the corner, finds DeBras. Manker guarded tightly by Perry. Manker guarded by Perry, looking to drive inside, puts up a shot, is not able to finish.
And so far, Mason's doing a great job of being able to break that aggression from East that we're seeing. So a little more noticeably aggressive on defense is East, and Mason doing a great job responding.
That one tipped away by DeBras. He had 2 steals in the first half. He's 4th in the GMC with averaging 2 a game, and that's going to be a three-pointer by Trey Perry.
Trey Perry had a 29-point game earlier this season. Very capable of hitting a shot from anywhere on the court.
DeBras has it near the top of the key, 4:56 left in the third. Guarded tightly by Smyers, but driving inside. Wanted a foul, but he's not going to get one. That one poked away by DeBras, recovered. Smyers with a three-pointer. And he's no good, pulled in by Manker. DeBras inside to Hanley. Jackson was all over him on that one. He's going to head to the line for 2.
Hanley shooting 76 from the line so far this season. One of the better averages that you'll see. He drains the first one.
Alex Kelling checking in for Mason. DeBras going to head to the bench, grab some water. Hanley with the second free throw. It's no good. 37-26 now. As Perry taking it up the court. Wide open 3, and he sinks it. Can't leave him that wide open. Yeah.
You can't give a dynamic shooter like Perry that amount of space. Could have taken all day to get it off.
Manker to Kelling, Hanley. Comets break the press easily. Olam has it now. Thought about a jumper. Manker, a deep 3. In and out. The rebound by Golan, and he puts it back up. 10-point game now. Perry finds Jackson, thought about a 3. Back to Perry, driving inside. And how about that footwork by the sophomore as he's able to finagle his way through.
Starting to heat up more this half. A little quiet in the first 2 quarters, which is pretty uncharacteristic, but these next 2 quarters can really take control.
It's going to be a foul on the floor.
The fans don't like it.
That one, I believe, was on Derek Jackson. Luke Kirkland checks in the game for Mason. So does Braden Greer. Greer finds Golan. To Kirkland. Inside to Hanley. That one tipped away. Lakota East will recover, but I believe it's going to be a foul on Ben Golan.
So just like down to the third, East able to bring this deficit down to 8. And the way that this offense is starting to heat up, Mason will have to see how Mason responds by the way it's going.
Mitchell driving inside with the floater. Can't convert on the shot, but he will be fouled. He's going to head to the line for 2, and you talked about it earlier. Mitchell, almost 90% from the line.
91.7 from the line so far this season. Almost a guaranteed make. You wonder how this game could be getting more contested towards the end. This is the guy that if there's free throws happening at the end, you don't want to send him to the line.
Yeah.
So, you know, rarely do you see guys performing so great at the line.
Especially in high school.
Especially in high school.
Improves his average there since his first free throw attempt. And freshman and JV games, both Comets got out to an early lead. We're up by almost 20. And then slowly but surely, Lakota East started to come back, made it tight at the end. Both coaches actually got, both Lakota East freshmen and JV coaches both got technicals late in the game, so that kind of hurt their comeback. But
no technicals yet.
Yeah, we'll see it. This game's starting to look a little bit like both those freshman and junior games. But both coaches seem to be a lot calmer in this game. Kirkland thought about a 3, finds Kelling. Olam going inside to Hanley, and what a beautiful pass there from Golan as he threads the needle.
You know, he's probably expected another 3-point there, but able to get it down to the block and just an easy layup. Just a beautiful sequence from Mason. Able to get this lead up back to 8.
Mitchell drives right by Hanley. That one just palmed by Ben Golan. Greer being double teamed, but he finds Golan. To Kelling. Comets able to break. Kirkland with the 3, and it's good.
Count another. You got to get a 3-point count going because I've lost track already.
44-33 now the score. Mason starting to pull ahead again. Perry was trying to draw a foul there, but Comets stayed strong. Greer in transition to Kirkland again. Ooh, thought it had that one. There's going to be an off-ball foul on Mason. They're going to say it's Braden Greer. He was tugging on one of the Hawks jerseys. Hanley's going to check out of the game. Actually, some confusion by Mason. It's going to be Golan to check out instead. So Mitchell taking it up the court for Lakota East. Mason holds the 11-point lead, 1:30 left in this third quarter. Bachman has it driving inside. Tight defense from Greer. Mitchell now has it driving inside, but that one swatted away by Hanley. Put up another shot attempt, but again, another offensive rebound from East. Mitchell finds Bachman driving inside. Tried to draw a foul, but he will convert on the shot. No foul called. 9-point lead now for Mason.
There's a full court press again. We've seen it all quarter from East. Mason, once again, a great job of breaking it.
Greer guarded tightly by Elijah Perry. Perry's going to force the jump ball. And Perry hasn't seen a lot of minutes tonight, but when he's been in, he's been making a real difference defensively.
Already seen him drain a few threes this quarter, and it's the guy you don't want to let get hot for this East offense. Him and Julian Mitchell are the two guys that are just so lethal from their shooting.
Yeah, both Perrys in the game. Trey Perry, the point guard, and Elijah Perry, the other guard. LeBron Powell has it, finds Mitchell. Back to Trey Perry. And how about that finish inside? 30 seconds on the clock. Bachman's going to be called for the reach-in foul. 29 seconds on the clock. Mason holds a 7-point lead. A couple substitutions for Mason. DeBras and Maker checking in. Kirkland and Greer getting a rest.
7-point lead from Mason. I'm pretty sure the closest it's been this quarter. East doing a great job of capitalizing on offense.
Kelling is going to be fouled on his shot. Showing off his speed there as he flew right by Trey Perry and forced the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight. He sinks the first free throw attempt. DeBras checking out. Anthony Sulik will come in the game.
Another 90% free throw shooter for Mason.
And Kelly nails both free throws. Comets have the 9-point lead. 27 seconds left in this third quarter. Perry bringing it up the court for East. Finds Powell to Mitchell. They've really got a dynamic trio beyond the arc. Bachman has it now. Perry bringing it up top. Trying to work on Anthony Sulik. Puts up a shot with 2 seconds left, and how about that three-pointer by Perry to end the third quarter?
Wow. Not much you can say other than wow for a shot like that. Trey Perry, once again, showing how dynamic of a player he is. That's the second buzzer beater that we've seen. One from each team so far. Had that, and then DeBras in the second. So able to bring it within 6 going into the fourth quarter.
Make sure you stay tuned for the final 8 minutes here at Lakota East High School here on Mason Sports Radio. Welcome back to Lakota East High School. Comets hold a 6-point lead over Lakota East. Thunderhawks start to come back in the third quarter, but Mason trying to regain control. And how about that ball movement there from Mason? Kirkland's the one to finish it off. Extends Comet lead to 8. Perry finds Mitchell. Inside to Jackson. Powell has it. To Bachman, who's going to take it up top. 7:30 left in the game now. Mitchell trying to work on Hanley, but staying strong. Bachman going to get called with the travel. Forgot to dribble that time.
Yeah, I got to remember the dribble sometimes. It's so basic, but it's so important. See if Mason is able to bring it back to a 10-point lead on this possession. The way that they're moving the ball and shooting on offense, very possible.
Bachman pressuring Menker. He's able to get it out to DeBras. DeBras had a nice first half, 8 points. A little bit slower third quarter though. Hanley working on Jackson. Finds DeBras driving inside. To Olam. Thought about a 3, and that's a travel.
Just moved a step too much there, try to get maybe a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah,
Once again, like we said for East, got to remember the dribble.
Yeah, he was going for the step back 3, and he took a 2-step back 3.
2 steps, can't do that.
Perry to Mitchell. Finds Jackson inside. Takes it back out. An off-ball foul They're going to call that one on Jack Olam. It's the Comets' fourth, of the second half. Bachman trying to drive inside, but guarded tight by Kirkland. Mitchell working on Hanley. Intercepted by Manker, taking it up the court 3-on-3. He's going to take his time. Sends it back out to DeBras, who gives it to Hanley. Inside to Olam, puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by Powell. And Kirkland showing off his feistiness, drawing the jump ball.
It looks like East this quarter has done a nicer job of containing Mason from the three-point shot. A little bit more of a press when they're on the outside.
Yeah, East definitely showing a lot more pressure. Comets still hold the 8-point lead, 6 minutes left in the game. Mitchell guarded tightly by Hanley. That one knocked away by Manker, but it'll be out of bounds. Tell you what, I can't rave more about the game Ben Manker's been having, especially in that first half. It's really been his defensive efforts that's been standing out to me. Also getting it done offensively. Mitchell, deep three-point attempt. It's no good, pulled in by DeBras.
It's a rare three-point miss from Mitchell.
Manker to Hanley, back to Hanley. Olam has it inside, working on the sophomore, can't finish. That rebound pulled in.
Oh.
Perry was in transition. And they're going to call DeBras with a blocking foul. It's Comets' fifth of the half, 2 away from the bonus.
Probably try to get a charge, couldn't get his feet set in time. And you can't get into foul trouble, especially up by this much, because you give Lakota East a little bit of free throws and they're right back in it.
Perry passes it out to Jackson. That three-pointer is good. Who says the big man can't shoot? Coach Shuey's going to call his third timeout. And Daniel, Lakota East really starting to come back. It's only a 5-point game now. What do the Comets need to do to kind of get this game back in their control?
The ball movement on offense has been really good. There's not a ton. It's just don't foul. That's really the main thing that Mason, we could really critique a little bit. And just on East side, the shooters just starting to find their rhythm slowly this third and fourth quarter. Like he said, it's 5-point game, closest it's been since the second quarter. See if Mason's able to hold off on a few good offensive possessions. You almost feel like they're due for another three-pointer.
Yeah. Manker 2 inbounds now for the Comets. East showing a heavy press. He's able to get it to DeBras, but now they've got to get it up the court. Olam has it. Back to DeBras, and Comets are able to break. DeBras inside, and how about that finish with an and one?
There we go. There's some aggression driving into the paint, being able to force the foul. It'll be an and one. DeBras shooting 60% from the free throw line so far this year. It's a chance to make it an 8-point game.
Not able to get it. They're going to call an over the back on Ben Golan. His third personal. Mason one away from the bonus now. Mason and Lakota East one away from the bonus. Perry finds Powell to Jackson. Comets want an off-ball foul there. Smyers able to finish inside. 5-point game now. Again, East showing a heavy press. The Bros has it. He's able to use his speed, but that one taken away by Smythe. They're gonna call a jump ball, and the arrow does point towards Mason, so they'll keep possession.
You can hear the energy from the black I almost said the Black O, but the student section.
The Hawk's
Lakota
Nest.
East. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, Hawk's Nest.
It's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, we've got some cool student section names here in the GMC. Red Sea for Lakota West, the Ave Cave, Black Hole.
Yeah, you know your student sections.
I guess I know my student sections, yeah. DeBras able to get up the court. Comet coaches want to push, and they're going to call it. Good call there by the refs. That one going to be on Ty Smyers, and Mason's going to be in the bonus now.
There's something with being aggressive on defense. You're going to end up with those either reach-ins or fouls like that. It'll send Mason to the line for the bonus. Ross going to try to redeem himself here with his free throws.
4:10 left in the game. DeBras sinks his first free throw. Wasn't able to convert on that and that 3-point play earlier. But he redeems himself here. Puts up the second, and it's good. 7-point lead now for Mason. 4:08 left on the clock. Perry taking it up the court. Perry guarded by Kirkland. They're going to call an off-ball foul on Ty Smyers. Or maybe it was a travel.
Risky
A little
pass.
bit too much juice on that inbounds pass from Hanley. As East get the ball back. 3:50 left in the game. Smyers with a deep 3-point attempt. That one a little bit long. Kirkland able to pull on the rebound. That one tipped by Trey Perry. And a nice stop. He saved an easy layup from Olam. Great defense and a great second half so far by the sophomore.
Some of those 3-point shots gotta capitalize with 3 minutes and 40 left on the clock.
Maker,
You are
the
only
pass
down.
inside to Hanley and a strong finish. 9-point lead now. 3-pointer from Perry, and nothing but net. He has been hot in this second half. Safe to say he's the main reason why Lakota East is in this game.
He's really found his rhythm after a kind of slow start in the first half, but he's really showing why he's one of the best shooters in the GMC. And he gets another 3.
Yeah, he's averaging around 19 points a game. He's definitely around that right now. That one kicked away by Powell. Recovered by Kirkland. Maker into Hanley, 3 minutes on the clock. Olam near the logo, finds Hanley. Driving inside on Smyers, and an easy layup from the junior.
Great drive there, being able to use his body against the East player. Able to get an easy layup.
That basket does not count. The foul was called on the floor. That one caught on Luke Kirkland. It will send Lakota East to the line, though. They're in the bonus for the first time tonight. First free throw attempt is good.
Perry 72% from the line. Trying to get that a little higher. And he does.
And Perry converts on the second, so a 6-point game. Mason leads 56-50. Had the 11-point lead at halftime. Good East has been able to close that gap. And how about that throw on the inbounds from Haley, who looks like a quarterback there as he finds the Bros wide open for an easy 2 points, showing off his inner Christian Leitner.
And as a big man, you love getting those, being able to just wide open, put up an easy layup.
.220 on the clock. Olem has it with tries to find a cutting Alex Kelling, and that one in and out of his hands. Should say he was showing off his inner Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was the one that made the pass in that Duke finals game. Daniel, I don't think you know what I'm talking about here.
I do.
That's Isaac knows what I'm talking about. Isaac Vargo directing the broadcast for us tonight. LeBron Powell sinks the three. Full timeout will be called. That one called by East.
East still not backing down. It's almost been the same sort of score difference. Mason able to get a good offensive possession going, and East is able to answer right back. You know, a three-pointer, and they're only down by 2. This game's still very winnable by each team. It's really going to come down to these final 2 minutes. With 2:03 left on the clock.
Yeah. Big shout out to our crew for tonight's broadcast. Isaac Vargo directing for the first time. Abby Samuel, Lydia Lisco, our pro camera operators, working the cameras tonight. So big thanks to them. But 2:03 left in this game. Comets 5-point lead over Lakota East. We'll see if they can pull out the victory and bounce back from their big loss against Sycamore on Friday.
Just a great job bouncing back from that Sycamore game. We said before the game started that was one of the big keys, is how are they going to respond after a loss like that, and they've responded tremendously, and especially from 3-point, getting it down to the paint, everything on offense has just been working so far.
Hanley with the inbounds pass to Golem. He's not going to throw it down the court this time. Olem finds Maker. East switching to more of a zone, and Jake Hanley with the dunk, raising the roof. And they're going to call it technical on Hanley. And man, Daniel, I don't know about that call. I don't know if they're going to say he held on the rim or he just threw it down too hard, but I mean, you can't penalize the guy for throwing a dunk down too hard.
Only dunk we've seen so far. Well, we talked about it earlier. There's our technical.
Yeah.
We've seen it in every game so far today.
This time it's going to go on Mason, though. First 2 games called it on Lakota East, but yeah, Mason fans giving Hanley a round of applause after that dunk.
You can tell the fans weren't too happy with the call either.
So Mitchell will convert on the first. But yeah, I don't really get that call, Daniel, but
I don't think anybody in this gym does.
Lakota East will take it, though.
So minute 47, you're down by 5. 3-pointer gets you within 2. See if they continue bringing pressure, here to Mason. So it's been working.
Perry has it at the logo. 1:45 left in the game. Finds Mitchell. To Powell. Back to Mitchell. 3-point attempt. And there's going to be a foul. Hanley ran into him. And that was the right call. You know, nothing intentional about that foul, but just had all his momentum. Wonder if that technical got into Hanley's head a little bit. As Mitchell sinks the layup. 4-point game now.
We said earlier, if this gets into a free throw shootout, this is the guy you don't want to have at the line if you're Mason.
He's going to get a third attempt. It's already a one-score game now. Mitchell goes 3 for 3 from the line.
So 5 for 5 to 3, and then the technical shots, just crucial. Minute 30 left on the clock.
Kelling finds DeBras. Kelling being grabbed all over by Perry, no foul. DeBras with the footwork. How about that drive inside by Matt DeBras?
We've seen that many times today. Not afraid to drive in. There's a huge layup, making it a 2-possession game once again.
Coach Stewie going to call his third timeout. Give his team a rest. They have had 3 timeouts to spare, so might as well use one. 1:14 on the clock. And Daniel, what a second half this has been. Talked about it earlier, Mason leading by double digits at halftime. Lakota East slowly but surely starting to come back. That technical on the dunk by Jake Hanley really shifted the momentum towards Lakota East.
And that technical, looking at the end of this game, could be one of the biggest call. Of course, it's going to be the biggest call, but that technical leading to 5 free throws by Mitchell. He was able to convert on all 5, and it's the reason it's only a 4-point game. And Mason 1 foul away from the double bonus as well.
Comets break their huddle. So they're looking to improve to 4-4 in the GMC. We're taking a look at this replay from the Jake Hanley dunk right now. Yeah, I still don't know what they called on that one, but that could play a huge factor down the last minute 15 stretch of this game as Lakota East has it. It's going to be Powell.
You got to give it to him. That was a pretty cool dunk.
Yeah, it's going to be Powell to take it up the court. Mitchell driving inside. Tight defense from Hanley. And that one, a turnover from Mitchell. He was trying to find Powell there, but throws it out of bounds. That was huge for the Comets. Alex Kelling checking into the game for Luke Kirkland.
We just now dip under a minute left. You can't have a turnover like that if you're East. And Mason, you just got to hold on to the ball as long as you can.
And they're going to say Lakota East possession, so a turnover from Mason, from our angle.
There's the aggression.
Almost, yeah.
The aggression we've seen all second half.
58 seconds now left in the game. Powell has it. Guarded by DeBras. Comets hold the 4-point lead. 51 seconds on the clock. Mitchell has it. Guarded tightly by a deep 3 from Perry, and he sinks it. Showing off his range there. 40 seconds left in the game. Mason up by 1. 37 seconds on the clock. DeBras has it for Mason, finds Olam. He's double teamed. That one almost taken away by Smyers. And Coach Chewy calls his 4th timeout.
Great timeout there. It almost looked like East was going to get the possession back. I'm just in awe by that three-pointer from Trey Perry. And we talk about how good of a shooter this kid is, and man.
Yeah, he only had 3 points in the first half, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's already past the 20-point mark in the game.
So he averages 18 points a game. He's showing why, especially in such a big situation like this. And we went from a game that was 6-7 points the entire third and fourth quarter. It's now a 1-point game with 30 seconds or 25 seconds left on the clock.
Daniel, if you're Coach Chewy, what are you drawing up? What are you trying to have your team, focus on in these last, 26 seconds of the game?
It's just keep the ball. They're going to be aggressive. You got to figure out any way to make them draw a foul. You're in the bonus. Get the ball to one of your best free throw shooters. And that's how teams win it in a situation like this. It's force the other team to foul you.
Turnovers, it's been an issue so far for the Comets tonight and all season long.
Mason's still in the single bonus, 2 fouls away from double.
Manker finds Hanley, and they're going to foul him right off the bat. So
may have been a little too quick on the foul.
We're going to probably have a very long last 23 seconds here. Mason already in the bonus. They're 1 away from the bonus plus now.
What's good if you're East is even if he makes both of these free throws, you still have a chance to tie it up with a 3.
The way Trey Perry's been shooting the ball.
I was about to say, give it back to Trey Perry. He'll probably make it.
Hanley sinks his first. 63-61 now the score. We'll see if he can make it a 3-point game. Tense environment here at Lakota East High School. Got some help from the backboard there, but he's able to sink it through. Comets 3-point lead, 21 seconds on the clock. Trey Perry driving it up the court. And the Thunderhawks are going to call their final timeout of the game. Try to draw a play up.
And you're East right now. There's 17 seconds, but that's plenty of time to get something drawn up for your 2 best 3-point shooters, whether that's Julian Mitchell or Trey Perry. Trey Perry, of course, has just been on fire. Really can't ask for much more in the second half from him. We got 17 seconds. There's no need to rush if you're Lakota East. Both teams 1 foul away from the double bonus.
Comets break the huddle. 17 seconds for Lakota East to work with. Most likely going to see a play drawn up to get the ball to Trey Perry, the stud sophomore. He's had a few unofficial visits to Miami of Ohio and Kent State. And that one off the hands of Jackson. Manker will recover it. He's going to be fouled with 14.7 seconds left in the game. And if he can sink these 2 free throws, that will put Mason in a very, very good spot.
And that's just super frustrating if you're East. You probably had a great play drawn up. Unfortunately, just not able to execute off the pass.
Manker not able to convert on his first free throw. Still hits this one. It's a 2-score game, and he does. He sinks it. 65-61 the score. 15 seconds left.
2-possession game.
Perry driving it up the court for East. Finds Mitchell. 2. and an air ball from Ty Smyers. 2 seconds on the clock. Three-pointer from Jackson, and it's no good. The Comets come out victorious here at Lakota East High School as they take down the Thunderhawks 65-61. I tell you what, Daniel, that was one exciting game.
Coming down to the end, it was a one-point game at one point, and Mason just doing a great job of being able to keep Lakota East out of reach of being able to take the lead. Mason not giving up the lead at all in the second half. Mason almost dominated the entire third and fourth quarter. And that'll move him into fifth in the GMC with the win tonight. We'll move to 9-4 on the season, and 4-4 in the GMC.
Yeah, really an all-around performance from the Comets. They came out hot in the first half, slowed down a little bit in the second, but were ultimately able to come out victorious. Thank you again for tuning in for tonight's GMC basketball showdown between the Comets and the Thunderhawks. Mason takes it home 65-61.